Welcome back to the Theme Park Realm YouTube channel, and today we are taking a look at all of the new additions that are going to be coming to Alton Towers Resort for the 2020 season. Now, of course, Alton Towers is going to be reaching its 40th birthday. The theme park originally opened in 1980, and this year will be the 40th season of operation. And you know, it's a fantastic milestone for the park. Of course, you know, Thorpe Park, they turned 40 last year, and now we've got hopefully some similar celebrations for Alton Towers as well. Now, obviously, we've already heard about a number of new additions to the resort for 2020. Of course, we've got the World of David Walliams, Alton Towers Oktoberfest, and also some other projects as well. So we're going to be discussing those in more detail throughout the video. But if you do enjoy today's video, please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I just wanted to discuss what other developments we can expect to see on the park. Developments that haven't yet been announced. So of course, with it being the 40th anniversary of the park, I am expecting similar to what Thorpe Park did last year with their merchandise. So obviously they had 40th anniversary mugs, 40th anniversary t-shirts, hoodies, just general stuff like that. I think Alton Towers will do that. Obviously, they have. If you follow them on Facebook or on Twitter, you will see that they have recently upgraded their profile pictures on there, and they've actually got this special 40th anniversary logo. So I think it's safe to say we most likely will see some merchandise with that new Alton Towers branding on it, which is awesome if they do obviously go ahead and do that. And then of course, when Thorpe Park did bring out that merchandise for their 40th anniversary, they did also have retro merchandise as well, which featured like old logos. So it would be really cool if Alton Towers did that, you know, brought like mugs out that had like classic rides on, like the corkscrew and the black hole. I'm sure that would go down really well as well, you know, in Towers trading in other shops around the resort. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with the merchandise, but I am fairly confident that we are going to see some changes, some new merchandise coming out to celebrate their 40th anniversary. Now, of course, it is also possible that we could see the return of Alton Towers Live. Now, this event used to run years ago, but obviously I know in recent years the park have had issues with like noise restrictions that have been placed on the resort by the neighbours. Now, Alton Towers Live last ran in 2013 when the Smiler opened, but it did previously run in 2010, which of course would have been the 30th anniversary celebration. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. You know, nothing's actually set in stone, but you know, it does detail on the website that, you know, tickets will include, you know, if you buy like a season pass, it does mention other events. So whether or not that was referring to just Oktoberfest, it could be, but you know, we might see something else coming. It does say on the website at the moment that we are expecting to see other events through the summer. So there is still yet, you know, there's still more yet to be announced by the park, and it will be interesting to certainly see what they do with that. Talking of the website, we've also seen a full redesign of that, so go and check it out if you haven't done so already. Personally, I do think it is a million times easier to navigate than the old website, and at the moment there is even a build your own park interactive game on there, so definitely go and have a look at that. And of course that is for the 40th anniversary. There is some classic rides in there as well. Now, ticket prices for 2020, they have gone up again, and the on the gate prices this year are actually £58 or £34 when booked in advance online. Some good news though is that Merlin annual pass renewal rates have actually been cut. They've been cut down, they've dropped in price. So if you do have a Merlin annual pass, you can now renew that from as little as £99. And of course, if you do decide to visit Alton Towers without any of this, if you're purchasing obviously a day ticket as well, you do get yourself an Alton Towers season pass for the same price, which is also £58 for the 2020 season. Now, of course, announced over the last few weeks is Oktoberfest, which is a brand new event for the 2020 season. This event will be running across 3 weekends near the end of the season for Alton Towers, and that will be starting on the 18th of September. Now, we don't know much about this event just yet, but obviously it will feature German-themed food and entertainment as well. You know, we're expecting sort of a large tent to be set up somewhere, or perhaps they will use one of the existing facilities, maybe something in the Alton Towers Hotel, or something in the theme park as well. But yeah, there isn't that much known about it at the moment, but of course it is really exciting to see that Alton Towers are actually bringing a new event to the table. Obviously, you know, between summer and Scarefest there is a bit of a gap there, and this is going to fill that really nicely. So it's really nice to actually see that they are going to be doing something between summer and Scarefest, and hopefully this goes well, and you know, if it does go well, I'm sure they will bring it back in future years as well. Another brand new addition for the 2020 season is CocaCola Freestyle. Now, of course, if you've been to Thorpe Park, you will already see that it has been rolled out there. I think that was a few years ago. But CocaCola Freestyle basically allows you to mix and make your own drinks on a touchscreen. So effectively, similar to the sort of unlimited drinks refills that you get at Alton Towers now, you get one of those, but it's for Coca-Cola. It has a little chip inside the mug, and you bring it up to one of the machines, and it basically just lets you fill it up, but with any sort of Coca-Cola branded drink. So you've got like Fanta, Coca-Cola, all different ones, Sprite, stuff like that on there, and you can mix and match them, you can make your own flavours. So yeah, it's really good to see that Alton Towers are installing those. At the moment they are installing that into Forbidden Valley, and Tower Street as well. Of course, we're expecting that to be all over the park, but we've only seen the one in Forbidden Valley and in Tower Street for now. But you know, it's going to be across the whole park, and it's really good to see them installing a system like that, because it does make it a lot easier to get your drinks. There's less queuing, less faff, and it's just really nice to see that they're going to be introducing that as a new option for the 2020 season. Now, of course, the world of David Walliams is going to be replacing Cloud Cuckoo Land for the 2020 season, and that will be the main attraction of the 2020 season. Now, the new area will feature, of course, Gangster Granny the ride that was announced a few months ago. There isn't too much information out about this at the moment, but it is going to be a tracked dark ride. We have seen, there has actually been an ITV News interview where they've actually shown all round the ride layout, but we haven't seen it running or anything like that, so we don't know what it's going to entail, what kind of effects it's going to be. But from what we've seen so far, it does look really good. It looks really well themed as well, and really well detailed. So it's going to be really exciting to see what this looks like when it actually opens and everything in there is like running. The cars that go around the track, they can spin 360 degrees, so although it is quite a compact space, you've got to remember that those cars that are actually on the track can spin round, so it means that they can possibly have scenes. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm expecting that there's going to be scenes sort of almost on both sides of the track, and then it'll sort of be able to spin round into different ones, because the building that it's in isn't sort of a massive building, but it, you know, it's a fair size, and you know, from what we've seen on the ITV News interview, it does look really good, and it looks really well themed as well. Now, of course, there is going to be effects in there such as wind and water effects. It is a 4D experience, so yeah, it's just really exciting to see what that's going to be like, and we are expecting that to open up for opening day in March as well. Of course, along with Gangster Granny the ride, they're also going to be retheming a few rides there as well. The carousel will be rethemed to the Royal Carousel, and Frog Hopper will be changing to Raj's Bouncy Bottom. We're not quite sure if there's going to be anything else there. We know that there's going to be a shop as well, which is going to be themed, but as for Cuckoo Cars, we're not sure if that little car driving school is going to be staying or going. At this point, I would imagine it's going to be staying as it is, because it's not actually been mentioned anywhere, but we will have to just wait and see, and I'm sure there'll be more updates over the next few weeks on that as well. As part of this new area, there is also, of course, going to be themed rooms in the Alton Towers Hotel as well. So if you do fancy staying in a Gangster Granny themed room, have a little look on the Alton Towers website, and that's going to be listed on there. I'm pretty sure they're on there now, actually, if you do go on there, but if not, I'm sure they're going to be added very shortly. Anyway, that is most of the news that we know now for the 2020 season at Alton Towers. The park is set to open on 21st of March, and we will be sure to keep our social media channels updated with any more news that does come in. We are expecting some more announcements of sort of summer events for the park, so we will be sure to keep the channel and social media up to date as well. But please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and apart from that, I will see you in the next video.